So here's question 4 on CBE 3. It says only one of the functions shown below could possibly have a graph that looks like the one above. Choose the function with the graph is shown. So what I start with on these is it looks like, first of all, if you look at the options they all start with A, and then you have intercepts B, C, D, and E. I'm going to do this then. I'm going to go, f of x equals, I'm not going to put A yet because I don't know if it's a positive A or a negative A. But I know over here, if you look at it, the graph comes down and bounces off. I know that means I have to have x, and it's going to be a plus something squared. And the reason why it's plus, remember, is because it's the opposite sign. So that would put it over here on the left side. And then if you look right there, it actually crosses. Now it looks linear when it crosses. So there's going to be an x plus something else. And then over here, it crosses. That looks linear. So it's going to be an x minus now because it's on the positive side. And it crosses again right there, which means it's going to be another x minus. And again, just the first power. So I know it's got to look something like that. Now, what I really want to find out is, so first of all, my degree, if this is a power of 2 and a power of 1 and a power of 1 and a power of 1, if I were to multiply that out, I'd have x squared times x times x times x. So it's x to the 5th. So I know that it's odd. And remember with odd, we talked about this in class. If it comes from the top and ends going down, so it goes down from left to right, right? And we're not worried about what happens in between. We're worried about from when it comes in up there to where it goes out down there. So if it's going down from left to right, then A has to be negative. So it's going to be a negative A out there. All right, now we just have like a million different problems. This is crazy, all the ones they give you. But I'm looking for have one square and 3 that don't have squares and a negative A. So those don't have enough factors. There's one with a square, 3 that don't, but a positive A. There's 3, but a negative A. Well, could that one be it? X minus C. Let's go back up there. So I'm checking this one right there. I think that might be it. So let's look back up here. I need a negative A. I need 2 minuses. Oh, but the squared has to be a plus, so that can't be it. Okay, this one has a squared as a plus. Another plus, which we wanted. But it's got 2, and it's got 2 minuses. But it has a positive A. Okay, well this one's got a plus, plus, 2 minus. Okay, this one looks like it might meet all the criteria. Let's compare that. I want a negative A. I want 2 multiplicity zeros with multiplicity 1 with minuses. Then I want a plus with the first power and a plus with the second power. So let's go look and see if it has that. There's a plus with the first power and a plus with the second power. I think that's it. So we'll see if we can remember that. And we'll go back over here. I'm going to count up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from the bottom. Let's just double check our answer. So we go down here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, clicked on the wrong one. So I think that should be our answer right there. Let's just double check it. All right, we got it. So if you just think of it that way, where you're, I would write it out this way. Anything on the left, remember, it has to be a plus, right? They have to be pluses. If it bounces, it has to be a square. If it's on the doesn't bounce, it has to be a first power. If it's on the right side, they have to be minuses. And the last thing is the end behavior. Just remember, if it's going down from left to right, it starts coming down and it ends going down on the right. That means it has to be a negative. Real quick reminder, if it were an odd degree, then it would go up from left to right. So I start on the left, it's coming up, and it's going up on the right. If they're even, if it's positive, both sides go up. So they're both going up like this. It doesn't matter what they do in between, right? They do whatever. If it's even and it's negative, then both go down. Something like that. Go in that direction. Okay, that's question number 3. Or 4, sorry. Question number 4 on CBE 3.